I have three relatively expensive cables which after some time have actually in an odd way improved my quality of life, which is why I titled the video, Odd and Unexpected Reasons to Buy Expensive Cables. I'll start with the not so obvious coiled cable. It's obviously coiled and it's obviously a cable. Honestly, it's kind of a stretch, but it did reduce the amount of clutter I had when I used to eat a lot of snacks at the desk. And it also reduced the amount of snacks I ate. But it's a cable! How in the hell is that even possible? Well, it wasn't obvious at the time, but because the coiled cable was not only expensive, it took up some valuable table space. The coiled cable made me not want to put snack packets right above the keyboard where I used to put them. And sure, I could have just moved it to the side, but I also move the keyboard more to the left whenever I play games, which pushes things away and possibly tipping it over into an even more expensive keyboard. I didn't notice at first, but the coiled cable, when I bought it, made it annoying to snack, at least when I had my smaller table, not with a bigger table like I have right now. So it's not a permanent fix, but it did help develop a good habit of not eating snacks at the desk, mostly because it became annoying. Like the segue for me to ask you to subscribe and like the video. The second cable are audio cables from Periapt. I honestly didn't think this would improve the sound of my headphones. And it didn't. It improved my listening experience. The reason for this is the flexibility of the cables. Most other cables are just coated in non-slip rubber which tugs on the cables every time I moved, making me move them away or even find a way to arrange them so they aren't annoying. The Periapt cables just slid and moved out of the way for the most part, which made listening to music much less annoying. And also these things are beefy. You would be hard pressed to break these accidentally. And despite their weight, they don't feel like they're heavy at all. So I was able to experience music and enjoy it more than before. The third cable are the magnetic cables from Volta. I have the Spark cables and it's not only reduced cable clutter, but it also made it very quick and painless to connect to a charging cable. I simply slide the device near and the cable just snaps onto it. No need to fuss over where the charge port is, especially at night, and you know you're putting it in properly. As an added bonus, because the tips are interchangeable, you can use the same cable for all devices. Whether it's an Apple phone with their Lightning port, USB-C device, or even micro USB. It even has data transfer, albeit at USB 2.0 speeds, which is rated for 400 megabits per second, which is 60 megabytes per second. As far as charging capability, it can charge up to 100 watts. The 100 watts is mostly if you have a USB-C device, as the 60 watt version can be used double-sidedly on all connector types, in comparison to the 100 watt Volta Spark cables which only does single side and 10 watt charging depending on your device. I found it really useful to swap between my phone and my mouse since it doesn't really need to be constantly charged. This is just what I found are weird benefits of owning these cables. I'm going to be making an entire video on the Periapt cables. If you want me to take a look at them, let me know in the comments below, and if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want more quick tech reviews, subscribe, and have a nice one.